Atomic Heart is an open-world action RPG created by Russian developers Munfish. The events of the story unfold in an alternate universe during the height of Soviet supremacy. You are P3, a special KGB agent who is investigating a system shutdown at facility number 3826 that has caused all the machinery to rebel. Your task is to eliminate the consequences of this large-scale accident and prevent the leakage of any classified information. If this info were to leak, it threatens to destroy the whole world. Not a super inspiring or original story, but the atmosphere and look of this game are certainly enough to draw you in. The combat looks crisp, and the enemy AI is supposed to work together in some interesting ways. A network links certain enemies into a single hive mind. If you're noticed, reinforcements will come to kill you. Hacking mechanics and stealth means of entry are also referenced as a means to success. But much like in Doom Eternal, you will need to use a variety of methods to take out different enemies, and it sounds like you will have a lot of them. The environment, objects, your own body, and even the enemies themselves. I can see a ton of replay value in this, as you can go back into battles you've already fought before and complete them in different ways. In addition, what looks to be a deep crafting system is included in the game. You'll be able to use pieces and components to create more than 30 different types of melee weapons and firearms. Various modifications will help you use the environment to your advantage and exploit enemy vulnerabilities. All this sounds awesome. You'll be exploring huge research facilities and test sites, finding out more about the employees and their ways of life and work, and in the process, uncover Soviet secrets. This is one of the things that draws me in. The environments and the places you see just in the trailers and small amounts of gameplay that we've gotten so far is truly amazing. It's got this BioShock meets the Outer Worlds vibe, and trust me, I am there for it. We are very excited for this one to release sometime in 2021. Boundary looks pretty dang cool and is being developed by Surgical Scalpels based out of China. It will be out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC sometime this year, although I would imagine ports to the next gen will be forthcoming. Boundary looks to marry the mechanics of an objective-based first-person shooter and a dogfight simulator. The developers call it a multiplayer, tactical, space-based shooter game. Man, that's a mouthful. While executing low-gravity operations on orbiting space installations, you engage in fierce firefights against enemy combatants and other entities, although we're currently chomping at the bit to know what those entities are exactly. You are piloting what is essentially a spacesuit that enables you to engage with a three-dimensional battlefield where you can be attacked from any angle. You're able to personalize your spacesuit and modify your arsenal of weaponry. You can also sharpshoot and place from range or get in close and personal. They seem to place an emphasis on modification of your weaponry and its appearance, although it's unclear whether this will impact weapon performance at this time. Weapon customization, multiple combat classes to choose from, including combat medics, snipers, support, will both be important mechanics and should provide a ton of replayability. There are also tools and utilities, such as grappling hooks, that will give you ways to move unpredictably in the zero-G environments this game presents. It's obvious that the devs were inspired by real-life industrial technology. The models of the characters, the weapons, and the environment all look like something out of a blockbuster film, not something coming out of a small development studio in China. So far, we know about 2 maps, including a wreckage-strewn debris field and a solar farm. We're told that they are going for variety with the map selection, and although we don't know that if this is a live game, or how many maps it'll ship with, what updates will look like, etc., we are very excited to see the final product in 2021. Militianer is a first-person, surreal, immersive runaway simulator from Russian developer Tall Boys Games. I'm very glad they gave a description. I heard someone else say it would be hard to describe this game, and I agree. This is a pretty apt description, though, for a very interesting indie title. The premise is that there is a giant policeman who keeps order in town by literally watching over everything. He's after you because you've escaped arrest that very morning. You aren't sure if you've broken the law, but I believe you have to figure that out while getting away from the giant eye in the sky. You do that by using the sandbox environment to stay out of sight as you try to make your way out of town. There's a real voice communication system that lets you communicate with the NPCs in town, and the town itself looks to be fully explorable. You have multiple escape routes to experiment with that will get you out of this town, but the giant policeman will pick you up if you stay out in the open too long, and that's GG's. The twist is that the giant policeman has a more advanced AI and has a mood towards you. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but you are potentially able to have conversations with the giant policeman. It reminds me of playing Cops and Robbers as a kid, but in a very weird and surreal way. Apparently, the game created quite a stir in Russia when the trailer was first released last year. The media there was calling the game anti-Russian, and I will admit that I can certainly see it as a commentary on police states. I don't think that's what the developers were going for, but things get politicized all the time. I think the game looks very exciting, and I hope we see it in 2021, regardless of the drama surrounding it. Breakwaters is a game from Soaring Pixels Games that will soon be in early access. In this title, the ocean depths are full of mythical titans, monsters, and treasure. The world is massive and filled with procedural islands and unique biomes. Only a breakwater can push back the waters to approach these challenges. You'll sail the seas, bend water to your will, and build structures and craft items that control the water in the process. You will do this on different watercrafts that are upgradable by different contraptions you can add as you learn to create them, voyaging across a massive world with multiple biomes and creatures, finding rare treasures and unique places along the way. You will change the environment entirely, turning a valley into a lake or opening the dam and flooding the lowlands. You'll take down different kinds of titans as tall as mountains to calm the seas. Build structures that interact with the ocean, as well as shelters to keep you out of wild tropical storms. Craft items to suit your playstyle, whether it be a farmer, explorer, or adventurer. You'll help humans and fantasy creatures, learn new items to craft, collect rare resources, and even earn unique items and artifacts that control the ocean itself. Some of the features of this game I'm personally excited about is that it's co-op, because this game looks like a blast to play with friends. You'll be comparing your ships with them and sharing helpful items. There's also 360 square kilometers of ocean to explore. I'm no cartographer, but that sounds like a lot, and I am there for it. I'm no completionist, and I'm sure I won't explore it all, but it's nice to know I won't get it bored while appreciating the dynamic time of day and weather in the game. We are very excited for this one to release in 2021. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to be notified when new videos are released. We also stream live Thursday through Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on www.twitch.tv/RetroFutureNow. Please join in for the fun. We look forward to seeing you there. Retro out.